ค Well, we are back together again. Yours truly. If only you could see me. Thank you for joining us this morning. Well, this evening. Put my stuff right here. Fix my mic. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Shout out to the Couples in Christ page, Marriage for Life. Shout out to the ones that's watching by YouTube as well as Facebook. Have multiple cameras, so if you don't see no one on it, may be on the other camera as well. This one, if you see straight ahead, is for our Way of Life YouTube page and church affiliate page on Facebook. From the side angle, you see us from my personal page, Maurice Bing. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day, good evening. I just got up not too long ago, had some rest today, did some work all night. Now I am doing, some will say play, but I love coming on here. Who was this text me? Man, getting random text, random messages like crazy. Um, Anyway, hopefully you guys had a good evening. Are you doing, some people are night owls, so they just now either waking up or going out and so forth. Be safe out there. There's a lot of traffic during the holidays right now. And so you don't want to get an accident, incident, breaking in cars or trying to take your stuff as you go on holiday shopping too as well. And this is one of the things I wanted to open to talk about today. One of there's a lot of things I wanted to talk about, but I didn't know what to narrow down is. So shout out to my brother Alvin, Indiana's finest. We was talking about when we had our prayer today. You should join us Saturday morning prayer, 8 a.m. to 11 Eastern. But well, not their biological family. Hopefully, you guys hear me. Let me, jeez. Um, Let me see. Go to my YouTube. I'm sorry. You guys can hear me. You can put in the comments. I just wanted to make sure you guys can hear me. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me out there? Go to my YouTube. I'm sorry. You guys can hear me. All right, just making sure. All right, so yeah, I wanted to talk about family feuding because I had a lot of people, having problems with their, loved ones. Some couples have problems with one another. I know I generally talk about relationships where we talk about dating, especially marriage. I'm a big, huge advocate for marriage because I always say God is married to the church. He's married to the backslider. He's married to us if you want to have communion with him. But we have interaction with one another. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to our brother Jones Mitchell, and so too as well. Thank you. A lot of people have a lot of family feud. A lot of people don't want to go around people because they have personal issues. They have unforgiveness, politics, secrets, personal hurts. We have a lot of things that people don't want to come around people. And want to be able to say we love God. We want to say you want to reign with God and go to heaven when we leave here and things like that. But then we have a problem with people. Now, you don't have to hang out with people every day, all day, and things like that, but you should have a working relationship. You should have a uh, where you can call someone and talk to them, or you see them, you embrace them, you have small talk conversation and things like that. And a lot of people do not. A lot of people do not want to have certain conversation and things with people. They don't want to deal with people. They don't like people. But also, this is slash open discussion. If you have a question, comment, or something like that, you can call. You can call in. You can have a you can talk to me personally by phone or over the air, or for the group. You can see on if you see from my personal page, you can put the comment in, or you can hit a come on the air on the if you see me on my personal Facebook page for you guys watching. You can have that come on if you have want to open discussion and things like that. If you have a question, comment, or statements, disagreement, things like that. But I wanted to talk about family. What is family? Jesus says, if you do the will of the Father, you are my true family. Who is my mother or my brother or whatever? And two, and you may not hang with your personal blood or relations the same name, but we need to be able to enter. We need to have a good relationship with them. We need to have a good be cordial. We need to be able to sit down and fellowship and commune with one another and things like that. And so a lot of couples have disagreements too over their family. I love my mama, my daddy, and things like that, which is great. But then we put our extended family, brothers, sisters, mom, and daddy, because if you're married, they become your extended family, and your immediate family is your husband or your wife and your kids and things like that. We put our extended family over our immediate family. That's my mama, that's my brother. I grew up with them. They took care of me, things like that, and that's all as well. But you are an adult now, and you are with someone that's in your life, and a lot of people don't want to go over certain relatives' house because they have personal issues or unresolved issues and things like that, or they don't see eye to eye on things. I tell people you don't have to see eye to eye on things, but then long as there's no disrespect, you can disagree all day long. You want to disagree, that's fine. Respectfully disagree, but a lot of people don't want to. Uh, a lot of people don't want. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people feel because you disagree, that's disrespect. Some people may label it as that, but it's not true disrespect. We sometimes get offended very easy. We're sometimes sent to highly sensitive, and we don't. Let me take this out. We don't too much understand that, and so I say that. I say that to say that let's talk about it. Do you have any problems? Do you have any issues? Do you have any situations? We have a lot of people that watch in our couples group. A lot of people come to my wife and I. She's not on. I'm solo. She was on with me last week. I wanted her to be in here. Honey, if you're watching, you can come upstairs as well. Come in here and come join me, honey. But a lot of people, a lot, a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people, why people don't want to get along? I don't know why. Why people don't want to fight over the holidays? Why people? Some people are very jolly-go-lucky, and then some people are like, I don't want to be bothered. Don't talk to me. I don't want to go see such and such, or such and such is always starting arguments and so forth and things like that. And so we need to overcome that. We need to address that. A lot of people don't want to address things because they have problems. I wanted to play a video. I got a video. I saw it's a 1 minute clip. These people now there's cursing involved, but to show you Facebook, if you're not watching from the YouTube page or the you wouldn't probably see it, but we need to be able to I wanted to put this in here. We should be able to reconcile. People just want to fight each other. And right now we shouldn't be fighting. People are dying. People are losing their mind right now, and we want to be able to get along with people. We want to be able to have a loving relationship and things like that. Like I said, people come to us when they are already the building's on fire, it's burning down. Then they want us to come help, things like that. But what'd you say? Okay, I guess I heard something. Anyway, we need to be able to be able to get along. So I'm gonna play this clip right here, and then you guys can see it. Tell me what you think from there. Hold on. Let me see.
Talking about all night. I didn't come up here for none of that. But yeah, I still got it. So just like you didn't come up here for a wine glass in your face and on
The
your
next time you put your hands down and you off guard, motherfucker,
I would never be off guard. I would never be off guard.
Okay.
Bring whatever hands you want to bring.
I feel you.
And I'll be standing right
But
here.
I didn't put my hands on you, and I didn't throw nothing on you. I was just joking.
Okay, Mike, I don't do words. I don't do words. I'm not finna sit here.
So you gonna physically throw some stuff on me and think it's cool?
Look, Mike, I'm not finna sit here and talk about you. I'm not finna talk about your lifestyle, your choices you make. Look, so you coming up close, Mike.
I'm gonna slap you in your motherfucking face,
no,
bitch.
You do that.
You threw your fucking wine on
Look
me.
at this. This is sad.
Oh, come on.
Mike. Come on.
Who the fuck you think I am, motherfucker?
Mike.
Hey, man, I didn't come here for
the
it.
curse
And
words.
so
I didn't come here for this. But you threw fucking wine on my shirt, motherfucker.
And
You
I
gonna pay for that
already
shit,
admitted that
nigga.
I was wrong.
No, you gonna pay for
I
that.
admitted
You
that I
gonna
was
pay for
wrong,
that.
but I also admit that you deserved it for all the shit that you gave me tonight.
Okay.
Anna, can you stop it, please? Can you?
All right, that is. I know that was a short-lived video right there. I tried to had another one too, but I wanted to play this because, do you have problems with your family? Do you have different discussions? Do you have discussions with your family? Did you try to resolve things? Is it where you can go and have family gathering without no problems, without no fights, without no issues? Is that you? At the same time, a lot of us say yes. Some of us say no. However, we should be able to stick with each other through thick and thin, but a lot of us do not. Um, a lot of us have problems with each other that we really can't. We really can't get along. We really can't get along at all, and so I wanted to do this. Like over the holidays right now, a lot of people don't want to see me because I wear my cap here or my flag in the back to save America and to make America great again. However, I tell people if that's a thing that you don't want to see me, there's a more bigger issue beyond that. We should be able to come together as a people. We should be able to be reconciled with one another. But a lot of us do not. A lot of us take our personal, and we miss our blessing. We miss our blessing with dealing with people, and I don't know why. We have deep rooted hatred. I wanted my wife to come in here because she is the psychologist therapist, and I do more spiritual things, spiritual matters. But I tell people, psychology is nothing but a root cause of a spiritual matter, and a lot of people have a lot of spiritual matters going on in their life, in their family. We have a lot of generation curses, a lot of untold stories, a lot of unresolved issues where someone betrayed someone lied on someone talk to someone inappropriately or touch someone inappropriately. We have a lot of things that people do and disrespect one another or bring in what I call demonic spirits and be able to never address that. And then that passes down to family to family or generation to generation, or we get offended and don't be able to talk to someone. So that leads number one, unforgiveness. And I wanted to talk about that. The scripture says I'm a biblical man. This is not a Bible study. This is not a Sunday service, but I am a man of scripture. And Matthew 18, it tells me, it says, if your brother sin against you, tell him his fault between you and him. If he hears you, you gain the brother. But if he don't hear you, take someone to a more that things will be established. And so a lot of people don't go forth for doing that. They just let it go. They don't deal with no one or things like that. And that goes for your spouse. That goes for anything. If you have a problem with them and you need to be reconciled with them, we need to make forth an effort. And so that leads for unforgiveness. A lot of people haven't spoken to them in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And then you ask them why you didn't speak. They forgot or don't even know why they're not speaking, which is sad. And you let all that go by. You miss family gatherings. You miss people having babies, people getting married. You miss a lot of stuff. You may have done other stuff to fill the gap, but at the same time, you missed a lot of things to be in that person's life, which is sad. And a lot of no one don't want to take the step to come and say I'm sorry. Someone don't want to take the step of a lot of things, and so but we entertain ratchetness. We entertain things just what we want, but not what to see what other people just to extend the hand. We don't do anything like that. So that's how unforgiveness build up. The longer you wait, the more distance is between you and the person. It's going to be harder and harder to do certain things. And we have this a lot in relationships. Yeah, I got like my shirt right here. Enough said. Relationships, man and woman. And so we have a lot where a lot of people is not forgiving one another, which is sad. We need to be able to forgive one another. We need to be able to hash things out. A lot of people don't have people skills or communication skills. They just like you saw the video. A guy blew up at another guy. He was in his emotions where the other guy said, "Look, I'm not, you misunderstood me," or whatever the case. And the other guy wanted to fight him, also struck him. If you saw the video. And so we have that a lot. And some people don't come together because they know it's going to be violence. They know things like that. One of the things over the holidays, a lot of alcohol drinking, a lot of depression, a lot of harm or danger, even suicide. We need to overcome. We need to overcome stuff like this. We need to overcome stuff like this because you don't want to wait till you hear someone is in a hospital. You don't want to wait till you hear someone is hurt or in the ground. You don't want to have that and have regrets. One of the things we don't want to do is have regrets, especially us as believers. We don't want to have no regrets. We don't want to have no I'm sorry, I wish I could have told you. And we do that, especially in the Black community. We have this I'm sorry, I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have said something. I wish I could have did that like that. I try not to have no regrets. If some people don't care, they don't see it as a regret if they didn't talk to the person or not. They glad they gone and things like that. But that shows the manner of the heart of the person. And so the Bible tells us out of the heart flows the issues in life. And it's more our issue that we have an issue and things like that. And I always tell people, go seek clinical help, go seek therapy, go seek a man of God to be able to pray with you, pray for you, hear you, and give you some sound, counsel. So there's safety in counsel, but a lot of people don't want to take counsel because they know that it's you the problem. It's not the person that you have a problem with. Is you yourself that has the problem. And if nobody don't hear me what I say, I just talk to myself. I'm talking to myself because we have problems. Even the men of God, we have problems. We more the men of the Bible, schizophrenics, former murderers, drunkards, cursers, fighters, brawlers, things like that. We have a lot of disrespect, and we have a lot of guys that did a lot of things, but God used them for greater. And now their life wasn't consistent in that. That was their former life, or they did certain things, but consistently they lived as a man of God. We want to bring up those instances. Those was a portion before coming to God, or maybe a hiccup, but that wasn't a consistent life that they lived as a believer. As a believer, they was doing God's will. I say that to say that no one is perfect, but the Bible tells us to strive to perfection as our Father in heaven is perfect. And so you may get around your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife. You may have disagreements or things like that, but hey, I'm sorry, no one's perfect. I'm just telling you this and this and this, and we need to have harmony with one another. I was talking to my brother Alvin. We need to have peace and harmony with one another. We was talking about how scripture should overlap one another. It should not conflict one another. It should overlap one another. It should flow, ebb and flow. It be seamless. But a lot of people don't understand, or don't get teaching, or don't learn, or not being taught, and they be confused or misquote something and things like that. So one of the things over the holidays now, like I said, don't let unforgiveness separate you and your family, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. Forgive them just like God has forgiven you. Your spouse, you guys are, go separate ways during the holidays and things like that. We need to be able to, come together. This is one of the time we come together. We thank God, joyous and things like that. And I'm speaking to my people too, as Black people as well. A lot of us feel or believe if it don't entertain us, if it's something that I don't subscribe to, I don't want to be a part of it. And sometimes you have to do that. You have to be a part of some things that you may not into. It's one thing you maybe be working, or you're tired or something like that, but you should be able to get along. If you have a comment or question, put it in. But we're talking about family feud, open discussion for the ones. And so unforgiveness is for the main one, and the first one I starting off with. A lot of people say they forgive the person that wronged them in their family, or forgive their dad or their brother or cousin or whatever, but they don't show the forgiveness in their lifestyle. They don't show the forgiveness how they speak about that person. They don't show the forgiveness on, you don't have to hang with them, but if you're around them in social circles, that you don't interact with that person. That's some of the things that we need to show. And I was bad at that. If I didn't like you, at times that spirit try to rise in me personally. If I don't like you, I would tell you I don't like you. For one, matter of fact, my stare will look at you and say I don't like you, or I don't want to talk to you, be bothered. But I tell people now, don't be fooled by my stare, because my wife said, Maurice, you got to look at a killer person. Like, somebody told me that too. And that can be, but I told a story behind that. When I was a teenager, my father, he was drinking with some other guys, young guys, trying to prove that he could outdrink them, and and he was intoxicated, and he had popped me in the face. He had slapped me in the face so hard it sounded like a gunshot. I was probably like 16, and the only one who can confirm this is my uncle. Shout out to my uncle Isom. Slapped me, bam, and it was right in the front yard of my cousin. He told me to get. He said he told me to get in the truck, but I was outside in the front waiting. He was in the house, and I used to smile a lot, and from there I really didn't start. I only smile on occasions, like if you catch me off guard. But other than that, I got like a stare, like a death stare. I call it. My cousin says a death stare, like a Kobe Bryant stare, like a death stare. But people can rob your joy, or things can happen in your life or your upbringing and things like that that can take things. That's why I always say, let children be children. Don't let your children grow up fast. Don't put adult responsibility. That's another topic. Don't put adult responsibilities on your children that they resent you, or that when they grow up that they feud with you because of that too as well, rival. One of the things that was beneficial to me when I came to Christ is that the first person I forgave was my mother. Me and my mother, I always talk about that. We didn't get along growing up in the house. She wasn't a single mother. She's married to my father, but I didn't understand how her and my father got into it. I kind of mimicked that and then understand that. And so the Lord told me, hey, go ask, tell her that you're sorry and things like that. And I'm like, she didn't know, and she didn't even know what I was talking about. But the Lord knew, and I knew, and I was told to do thus saith the Lord. And from there, that helped me and things like that. And that one of the blessings from the Lord allowed me to come out where I reside and live now, from where I used to live in another county, to help her when her and my father split and things like that. And that's how I met my wife and got all my blessings and things like that. And so me and her had a huge feud for a long time, that we resolved that issue and things like that. And I miss my mother when she passed. She's the reason why I'm out here and things like that. And I say, don't let understanding or how you was brought up incorrectly, or things you didn't know, keep you away from a person that you need to be close to, or you're going to miss one day and things like that. You're never going to see them again, and so forth. And so that's one of the good things like that we do. And so good evening, honey. I was asking you to come up here with me and come have some discussion on me with family feuding. And so a lot of unforgiveness and things like that. A lot of my siblings, I have a lot of siblings. I forgive all my siblings if they're watching. I forgive them, even in-laws and things like that. I forgive them too as well. I interact, but I don't like to be around big crowds. I like to be around small crowds. I love one-on-one interaction and things like that. One-on-one, or maybe couple, or like that. I don't like big crowds. Anything people, technically like over 10 people, I prefer not to be around too many people, unless I'm fellowshipping, I'm in a church or something like that. That's one thing. Other than that, if we're in a group and if it's private, like personal time and things like that, I don't have to be around a large crowd and a large couple. My wife like to be around a lot of people. I wanted her to sit right by me and say, why do you like doing that, honey? Or so forth like that. But people opposite attracts, similarity repels. So, but why do you guys, did you had any family feud with anyone? Did you have a disagreement with someone that you didn't want to go around the family, or you had a personal beef with a person that you had to resolve, or you kept seeing them and you didn't want to see them, and then you had to address the issue, or it didn't pan out the way you wanted it? If you have anything, you can type in. Also, if you want to call in to make a call in, this is a call in for any questions. This number is 909-654-7680. That's 909-654-7680. 7680. You can call in and you can give a opinion, or you can ask a question. It could be on another topic, or you have a disagreement with me, or so stuff like that. I'm taking all comers, any questions, open discussion. It could be about anything, relationship, whatever. It could be about politics, it could be about relationship and things like that. I want to hear from you guys, the people, and things like that. So one of the things is forgiveness, and a lot of people don't know too. We have a hard time in the church too. I told the sister at work, I said, look, she says, I said, a lot of people don't want to come to the church. They want to have a relationship with God, but they don't want to come to the church. And I says, one of your things God wanted you to come to your church for, one, because we're called to assemble together. You are the church, but we are called to assemble together, to worship God together, to praise God together, to give to God together, to receive from God together, and things like that. And then you're going to meet someone that is may not have the experience in the Lord like you do, or you may meet someone that have more experience than you do. And the Bible tells us, iron sharpens iron. As a man sharpen the contents of one friend, mean you're going to sometimes spar with one another. You're going to disagree with one another. You're going to bounce things off each other to look at each other's point of view, and so forth. And that may cause a few too as well, but it shouldn't cause a what I'm trying to say, detriment in we may disagree, but it shouldn't cause a detriment that we at odds with each other. We have hatred, we have spite spitefulness from each other. A lot of people have spitefulness from each other these days. Like I said, I would take a grudge and I would hold it like you would, like in my mind, you are dead to me, like Mr. Wonderful on the Shark Tank. I don't know if you guys ever had that feeling, but I watched the Shark Tank. Well, that's one of my favorite shows. And Mr. Wonderful have a saying. He have a lot of sayings, but one of them is, I can't do a deal with you. Okay, you're dead to me. Get out of here. Poof, be gone. And he does that. And I use that for a long time. Like, you cool. I don't wish no harm, but in my mind, we're done. It's over. You're dead to me. You and things like that. Well, you can't be using that and so forth. But people can do something sometimes that you wish you never met them. You wish you don't even want to be around them. You don't even you hear their name. You like, oh, you don't even want. There's some people in your life like that too as well. But one of the things too, as in dating, relationship, especially marriage, you should have, outside of God, your spouse should be your ultimate partner. You may not share everything, or you like every single drop of a hat, but you should have good communication with each other. You should be able to do things with each other too as well. You should definitely not be at odds with each other, especially over extended family member, your mom and dad. You should have plans what you're going to do for the holidays. Like I said, people are fighting during the holidays right now. This is one of the depressing times of the year during the holidays, but people don't say nothing. Like some people are in silence. They just believe or feel you should know that I'm going through, or believe that I'm hurt and things like that. Come see me. And I tell people are not psychics. We don't know how you feel as a family member. We don't know how you feel as a husband or wife or a spouse. Tell us how you feel. And if you tell us how you feel, then we can resolve it. Okay. But if not, then that's on you, because you're building up resentment for a person that you think should know what you feel about them. And we don't know how you feel until you tell us how you feel. Have you experienced that before, you guys? I don't know if you can type that in. Have you experienced that you have a family member, or you at odds with your spouse, and they think you should already know what you have a problem with them with? They're going about their life, they're doing whatever, but they see your attitude or they hear your smart comments and things like that. And a lot of us don't understand, like, look, we're not psychics. We're not psychics. And you need to open up and tell us. And that's the level of communication that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have a level of communication because they don't know how to talk to someone. I always tell people, if you can't talk to someone, I think I did this with a couple. Man, they was in Indiana too. I don't know if you, honey, you're listening, but it was a couple. Man, I wish you was in here. You need to come upstairs. You need to come upstairs. Nice cranberry. It was a couple that I mentored. It was mentoring counseling, and they couldn't talk to each other. They didn't know how to talk to each other. They were a younger couple. They didn't know how to talk to each other. He was a tall guy. He was blind. I forget his name. Jesus Christ. He's in Indiana. Him and his wife. I think, honey, you're still friends with her. Jesus. Anyway, they couldn't talk to each other. I don't think he's blind. They couldn't. I think he was blind, but they couldn't talk to each other. And what they used to do, they used to text one another. So they text one another from a different room. Yeah, honey. You want to get on? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you can sit to the side. If you want, you can sit to the side. You can do it. Huh? And so, all right. Anyway, they text each they used to text each other from the room, and that's how they communicated. You know, they would text each other and they would have a back and forth long communication dialogue. I don't know if y'all ever did that before. For one, I don't like text. Now, some people that's watching and know me, you guys get my word of the day. You haven't been getting them lately because I've been so busy. I'm gonna start back. Hopefully, we start back. I sometimes I skip a day or a week and things like that. It's been happening lately for the last month or so. So forgive me if you guys haven't. You probably said, good. Don't text me. I've been getting those texts in the morning and things like that. But I don't like texting, believe it or not. I like giving out word of the days. You know, I like giving out word of the days. But I don't like to go back for this conversation. I'm like, call me. I can say what I say like in 60 seconds where we doing like 20, 30 back and forth texts. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Excuse me. My wife says, well, that's how people do today, Maurice. You so old fashioned, you know, you want to stay on the phone. I don't have to stay on the phone long with you unless I know you and I talk to you on a regular basis. But if we need to get something out, I can't explain. My grammar sucks. Okay. So you're going to get misspelled words. You're going to get run off sentence. You're going to get bad punctuation. You're going to get a lot of stuff. Okay. This is one of the things we know. So, but anyway, this couple, they used to feud a lot. And I'm like, how y'all still together and y'all feuding and you don't talk to each other? You talk to each other from another room. How is that possible? And the things my wife and I heard, especially me hearing, that what people do, texting from another room from there, only seeing each other when it's time to sleep with one another, having odds or denying a person relation, a lot of feuding going on and things like that. So again, this is one of the times that depression runs high. People with mental illness, feel left alone, feel hurt, feel not loved. Try to call somebody and talk to them too as well. Another thing is, geez, what I'm trying to say. I had a lot of stuff. If you guys too, the number on there to call in, unforgiveness. Too. Another thing is past hurts. That goes for unforgiveness too. Don't let the past hurt. Reconcile the past hurt. Hey man, I didn't like this what you said. I didn't like this what you done. I don't want to be around and things like that. And I know that may lead into more questions and things like that. Well, we as Negroes, black people, well, that's your fault. This on you. We have some people don't have no empathy. They don't have no understanding from the person that trying to express themselves to you. They get even more mad when you're not trying to hear them too. Another thing, politics. Don't let politics separate you guys from getting in a fight with one another to as well. A lot of people got it. I haven't talked to a lot of people because Trump won or I voted for Trump or things like that. I tell people don't let that because you voted for Kamala. I'm not hating you. I still love you. I think you mistaken, but don't let that separate interaction and love for one another. Any questions? Any questions? Oh, like I said, there's the number. Call in. There's the number. I want to talk to people. You can give me something, or you can type it in and say, "Here, what do you think about this?" Or I can ask the people about the what they're talking about too as well. Hit the like button. Matter of fact, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Where am I at too as well? So, honey, I don't know if you remember a couple that I used to talk to. The guy was blind. His girl, they was out of Indiana and things like that. They used to talk from different room through text message. I forget their name.
What else said over there?
I know, but I probably out there. I'm not. But I'm saying that people, I was like, people can't talk to one another. They talk from different rooms. Now I talk to you from different room when you watch and things like that. But a lot of people don't. Too. A lot of family feuding. A lot of people fight during the holidays. Don't y'all get a lot of people to see during the holidays? A lot of people fight, or depression goes up, or suicide, or things like that.
Things are always heightened
During the holidays. People don't have no money, or they see certain people don't want to borrow money, but you in debt, or I don't want to lend you no money because you're irresponsible, and we get mad and we're feuding over that. Or some people become jealous. You guys see that some people become jealous because what someone has or what you don't have. I don't know if you experienced that before. You have certain things, or you just a saver. You're a saver, or you don't spend a lot of money in the person in your family, or brother, sister, mother, father, son, daughter. They spend what they got, and then they try to bum off of you. I tell people, my check don't say Maurice and family, Maurice and Incorporated, someone else. A lot of people try to, and then they want to guilt trip you. Then they want to get upset. I thought you was a man of God. I thought you were supposed to share. I thought you were supposed to give to the needy. No, sir. No, sir. The money I work is for myself. Take care of my family, my wife, and my kids. And anyone that I desire or God placed on my heart to be able to do. A lot of people, we think we should give that, and people get mad at you. People won't talk to you, and so forth. So these are part of family feuds. These are part of family feuds going over, or they'll just come out. Dad, you left me, or you was never there. Mama, you did this, and this and that. A lot of people don't do. But one of the things I wanted to read, I'm a biblical man. I don't know if you got any questions, comments, or statements. No questions, comments, statements. All right. Hit the like button. Don't forget to do that too as well. So shout out to G. Jones. I don't know who else is watching. The Bible tells us that's the work of the flesh. the work of the flesh. That's in Galatians chapter 5 verses 15. It says, but if no, where am I at? Galatians chapter 5 verse 16. Verse 16, it says, I say then, walk in the spirit, that you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh, for the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. So what God's trying to tell you, we war against our mind. Like a lot of things I used to say was, man, I stand on principle. But the Lord always told me, if your principle goes against my word, to be able to elevate, to reach people or elevate me in the situation, then you need to forsake your things. And that's why a lot of people don't get along, because you don't forsake your way to reconcile some things that God get the glory. And having family feuds, that's one of the things you can bring Christ in the situations. Remember, we're trying to win souls. Now, some people may say, well, I already saved, I'll go to church. I tell people, because you go to church, that don't mean you saved. Number one. Okay. Number two is that if you are saved, then you should understand or embrace what I'm saying too, and just reinforce what I'm saying to you as a brother, as a sister, not just in Christ or as my family, right? And so sometimes when we want to do, in our mind, some people will give us attitude, and then I don't want to do it in my flesh. Remember, you war against yourself before you're trying to get out, because the enemy don't want you to reconcile with your brother or your mama or your daddy or your sister. He don't want you to go through that, or you guys have a disagreement as husband and wife. He don't want you with harmony. He don't want you to have harmony with one another. Okay. He don't want you to have harmony with one another. And a lot of people missing the harmony in the family, the camaraderie, the conversation, the laughs. Do you guys? So the spirit wars against the flesh against the spirit. It says these are contrary to one another, that you do not do the things that you wish. But if Ephesians 5:18, but if you are led by the Spirit, you are under the law. If you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh, uh, evidence, which are adultery, fornication, having sex with someone that's not your spouse, fornication, having sex that's not married, unclean, lewdness, idolatry, worshiping something that's other than the true living God, sorcery, hatred, contentions, jealousy, outburst of wrath, self ambitions, dissension, heresy. These are the things that God don't want us to have. What we get into when we are feuding with each other, one another. Okay. Envy, murder, drunkenness, things like that. Now, he wants us to have the fruit of the Spirit. Now, the fruit of the Spirit is, I'm just jumped down because I've jumped down, is love. Love is an action word. The greatest thing, we say action word, but what is truly love? Love is giving. The true essence of love is giving. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. He gave his best to show that he loves us. And we don't love people when we don't give our best, that we don't give. Now, you don't give to them because they say, give to me. You give to them because you know they need certain things, or you can help them and they need it too as well. Sometimes helping them is saying no to them. Helping them is not giving them what they want and things like that. They may feud with you, but you still love them. Like, I still love my siblings, even though I don't speak to them on a regular basis, which I would love to. But at the same time, they do their thing. They don't want to, I'm a religious cat and things like that. but at the same time, I'm still open here for them. My wife and I, we have a great relationship with one another, that we're not at odds. We have disagreements, but we're not at odds, that we're feuding with one another. And that's one of the things that I like to represent. I always promote relationships. I always promote marriage and things like that. How can I promote that when I am having the worst and things like that? Having the worst or are doing the most, meaning, maybe, God forbid, hurt, harm, or danger her too as well, or disrespecting her, or abuse and things like that. We shouldn't be doing that as people as well. And so love is the greatest of all. This is the fruit of the spirit: love, joy. You can have joy. You cannot probably be in a good situation, but you still have joy. Don't let no one rob you of your joy. You may lost your job, but you still have joy. You may be separated, or you may be lost a loved one, but you still have joy. You may not have enough to eat or pay your bills, but you still have joy. And so this is one of the things of having joy: love, joy, peace. Peace is priceless. I don't know if you guys understand that. I would love you guys in the comments. You feel what I'm saying? When you somebody trying to feud with you in a family, long as no one don't disturb your peace, that's priceless, right? Peace. We have peace within ourselves. I tell my wife, we used to disagree with this. Happiness is within and peace is within. Don't let no one rob you of your peace. Don't let no one rob you of your joy and things like that. Now, in relationships, you can do things to make your spouse happy, but at the same time, true happiness comes within. I'm not going to always make my wife happy. Now, I can do some things. I love to buy flowers, or we go things like that. But if she just don't want to be happy on her own, that's on her. I hope she gets better, and things like that. Because just like when I'm happy, she should be happy, or when she happy, I should be happy. Whatever, we should be happy with one another. We should not be fussing and fighting with each other. And what do you do when you have certain circumstances? I mean, when you have certain problems. Anyone got any questions out there? So love, joy, peace, long suffering. A lot of people don't long suffer during this time. We don't, meaning being patient with the person. They not understanding, they're not all the way there, but I still love them to interact and deal with them. We don't have long suffering with one another. We are short term. You do this, I'm cutting you off. You do this, get on my nerves, I'm not dealing with you. That's not true love. That's not true essence as a believer and things like that. If you just did what God called you to be, you will have less family feuds. We will have less family feuds. Now, people may not like how you live or get along because they may say you acting too goody two shoes, or you think you better. No, sir. I'm just living a righteous life. You can too, but they don't. Thank you guys for joining. Hit the like too as well. And so these are the fruit of the spirit that we should be doing. We should be showing love. Love is giving. Joy. Always keep your joy, because people will rob you of your joy. Peace. Keep your peace too as well. People can be going through, some people in the hospital die. You still have peace. Okay. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, being patient with people and still interacting with them. Kindness, goodness. Because you don't have to give people what they want just to be a good person. You can tell people no. You can tell them no, and here's why too as well. Faithfulness. What's this? Faithfulness. Faithfulness, for one, faithfulness to God. Faithfulness that you are there for them. Loyal. Some people say that. Gentleness. This is one of my things that I have to be a little more polished on. Me as a person, I'm very brash. I can be straightforward. My words can cut. But my wife said, Maurice, you kind of like heavy-handed on that, or what you said, or that kind of cut. So I gotta watch myself. I talk a lot, and my words can rub people the wrong way. It's not it's not personally, but it still does that, and I have to watch that to myself. And so I'm not trying to cause no problems. Like one of my sayings is, I'm trying to stay out of trouble and not cause any, but I'm sometimes in trouble. I'm saying something or I've done something and things like that. But like I said, if I have a problem with you guys that are watching, forgive me, things like that. I try not to feud with no one. Family is not just the ones that bear your last name or the ones you grew up with or the ones that have the same blood in the veins, but family is the one that you see on a daily basis or you talk to regularly or that interacts in your life and things like that. You may have more family that is not related to you than actual people that's related to you. Uh, uh, any questions? I thought I was going to get some couples on here, man. What's going on? I thought I was going to get some straight couples on here. Shout out to my brother. Thank you for joining. Shout out to you guys. So again, what am I doing? Oh man, hold on, you guys. I'm trying to get this going here. Anyway, any questions? I know people just watch. But I love talking about family feuding. A lot of people don't. I don't get a lot of stuff. People tell me after the fact. We broke up. You know we. We don't talk no more. We not together. No, I didn't know. Well, he didn't do this or she didn't do this or I didn't feel happy. Certain things like that. I tell people, it's sad to hear that. A lot of people try to get a clean slate. I can understand if you're single, but I understand if you're single, but you still should be able to overcome some things too. So I don't know, where am I at? I put the number on there. Nobody not coming on here. Nobody not calling in. I thought I was going to take a call in. Okay. Where am I at? Okay. I thought I was going to take a call in right now. Okay. So family feuding. Let's not feud with each other. Let's not fight with each other. Okay. Right now, this is a time where we're going into another. We at the middle of a decade. We in 2024, about to hit 2025. we in the middle of a decade. I can remember when 2000 just happened, in my early 20s, and now it's 2025. It's a lot going on here. Just think about the people that's no longer with us, that's not here, or people didn't even get to see 2020. My father didn't even get to see 2020. My father didn't get to see 2020. My father didn't get to see 2020, or he did not get to see. Did he get to see Obama? Yeah, he got to saw. He got to saw Obama. You know, he didn't get to, he got to saw Obama. He didn't get to see Trump be president. He didn't get to see Biden become president. He didn't see the pandemic. He didn't get to see the pandemic and things like that. My mother, she died during the pandemic, and so forth. But a lot of people are out of here, and my kids are small now, but they're going to grow up fast. And like I told my wife, one day it's going to be us back again. It was just me and her for a long time before we had our children that we have now. And, it's going to be us again. I want to do a lot of cruising. I want to go, just me and her, do a lot of things, but I want to see my son and my daughter get married one day. I want to see them have kids, and then the Lord can take me or whatever. But whatever the Lord's will, that's what will happen. However, appreciate not just life or your life, appreciate the people that's around you. We fuss and fight every day or things like that. We have a human element to us. I know we have a huge. Oh, help me just now. What are you talking about? Hold on. Somebody wanted to call me. Oh, sorry about that. I gotta go here. Jesus Christ. Somebody send me a message.
Hello?
What's going on, brother? I'm just on air, man. I just read the message. You on air? You on air? What's going on, man? You had a question?
I did at the time, but now I don't.
Oh my God! Shame on you. I'm praying for you.
Yeah. All is well, though.
Yeah. What I saw the voicemail. I think that's the voicemail, but yeah, we're talking about family feuding, um, helping one another out, and things like that. Brothers and sisters, this is one of the times where a lot of us a lot of people are depressed, don't have no family or friends hanging out with. Some people loss of jobs. Some people don't make enough money. Some people turn to the bottle. Some couples are at odds with one another. So these are one of the things that I'm just bringing up. This is more of an open discussion. I really don't have a true title. I brought up Family Feud because one of the brothers I was praying with we talking about how people on our prayer this morning, how people are fighting each other. He see part of his family and people that he know at work, they're fighting and at odds with one another. And we need to overcome that. But a lot of them don't know the Lord. And some that so-called do know the Lord, they still hold a grudge with one another. And so I was reading in the book of Matthew where I was talking about the church per se, church, but we can use that in our immediate, in our family. If you have an ought with your brother, go tell him. If not, go bring a person to help establish that. And if not, take them upon to the church and things like that. But a lot of people have a personal problems where they have unforgiveness in their heart, or past hurts, or don't know how to communicate with clarity how they felt, so the person can respond and they can resolve the matter, and things like that. So that's like, those are the few things that I was saying that we need to do, especially us as colored people. We need to do better. Okay. And we don't try. We all we do what I always say. The guy Pastor Darby, Stephen Darby, always say, we do welfare religion. We want handouts. We want people to do all the work, and none of us. And go ahead.
The thing is that if we go ahead and live what the scripture has said through the Holy Ghost, we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. And the thing is that we are to be brothers one to the other through the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
Scripture says that if you see your brother down, that we are to see that is strong, go ahead and restore such a one. And how do we restore such a one? Through prayer. How do we restore such a one? Through help. How do we restore such a one? Looking out for each other and not talking about them when they are back up on their feet. We're going ahead and praising God together. That is the Christianly thing that we are to do one for the other. And are to go ahead at all times and we help one to the other.
Okay, I got a question for you. Well, a lot of people may say, I don't do the Bible. Now, how are you going to deal with them now? Or your family, or close friends and things like that, when you have a dispute during the holidays? I don't like you wearing a Trump hat like you do, Maurice. Or you said something that I don't like, or whatever the case may be.
Well, then you have to remember that Jesus said that everyone will not like you because they did not like me. We are to go ahead and show ourselves friendly. We are to go ahead and love on our brothers and our sisters and love our enemies. We're not to dog them. We're not to go ahead and tell them off. We are to pray for them that God will touch their lives and turn them around to righteousness. And we are to go ahead and keep on going in our journey as we go ahead and follow Christ. If we do not follow Christ, love is not in our heart. Because then Jesus said, how can you say you love me whom you have not seen, and then your brother that you see every single day you have no love for? You are a liar, and the truth is not in you. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity, for I know you not. We are to love no matter what comes, no matter what goes. When people look at us, we are to written epistles that's read by men, so that they see the Christ that lives on the inside, so that this way they don't see you, they see the God that liveth on the inside of you.
Okay, so I understand that, man of God. I understand that, man of God. But you know, a lot of people during the holidays and things like that, they don't want to hear no Bible. They don't want to hear no church. I'm over here for Thanksgiving trying to get some food, or Christmas trying to get some food. I mean, how do you have harmony or try to, you know, have peace with them, or people bring up past stuff? That's what I'm talking about.
So once again, you cannot separate that. The thing is, when you go ahead and you are friendly and you show yourself friendly, and people see, hey, look, there's something different about Maurice.
Okay.
What is it that is so different about Maurice? Well, you know what? Every time I see him, he has a helping hand out. Every time I see him, he's always smiling. Every time I see him,
okay,
he's always willing to be of help. And even while I am going through these seasons, I found it very easy, very simple to talk with Brother Maurice. And when I spoke to Brother Maurice, no matter what, he's given me great advice. No matter what, I have found with being his friend, with being his brother, with being
I don't want
important in his life, and he'll give me the shirt off of.
I don't want to come over, preacher, because he judged too much, and I don't want to bring in church stuff and you judge me too much.
Right now, I'm not judging you at all. All I'm doing is
I'm giving you a scenario doing over family holiday food and stuff. They know Maurice, you know, come over, and he's a religious man, and I'm not, or I smoke and I drink, or I have my boyfriend and we stay together and whatever, or you know, I'm doing something now. He deemed as what not good, or God will say not approval, and things like that. And this is why I don't deal with people and go to church and stuff like that. What will you say to that? What will you say to that?
I would say, hey, look, even though I am
What's up, bro? Shout out.
Even though I am going to church,
okay,
I hit up with the Bible right now.
Uh-huh.
I hit up with my earnest heart.
Okay.
I'm concerned about you. Now, you told me you need a helping hand. I'm telling you, as a brown man, I'm here to help you with what I have. No more, no less. You just told me you don't want my help. So therefore, there's nothing that I can do for you other than say, when you are ready to receive help, I'm here. When you're ready to talk to somebody, I'm here. When you are ready to move on to next, if I can be of help to you, I will. There's more to it. There's no more giving, no more taking away from it. I am who I am. That's it. That's all. You want me? I'm here. You jump. Hey, look, Italy, I extended my hand out to you. And that's all I'm trying to do. You see that during these times, something happened in your life. You're ready to give up. You're ready to let go. I'm telling you, no matter what, there is still so much more to life. You are important. You are valued. Hey, look, I'm one of the people that's on your side that say you can make it. And you want me to be by your side. Hey, look, I need a friend that I can chop it up with.
Yeah.
And I am ready to listen. If you are ready to receive, then I can go ahead and sow something into your life. No more or less, because somebody did it for me.
Well,
Somebody went ahead and took the time to hear me out. Somebody went ahead and made sure that I was important. So I am yet here. And I'm stopping to do the same thing for you because you are important.
well, thank you. Thank you, brother. I thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Well, we have a lot going on during holidays, and I'm gonna tell this story. I'm gonna tell it. If you're watching, you can go back. Watch. I don't know if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. I send you the link in your messenger. You can hit that link to the YouTube page and stuff like that. I'm gonna explain this, but thank you, man, for calling in. I greatly appreciate that. Tell Lady Wise I said we said hello.
I definitely will. Just to let you know, I'm watching you on YouTube, and there's a delay right now.
Oh yeah. I know. I'm looking too. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
We'll talk soon, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Lady Wild, say hello.
Yes, hello, me, Sister Jennifer. We gotta get with you guys too as well. We gotta get with you guys too as well. You have any questions too? Type them in and stuff like that. I actually streaming too from the Couples in Christ page as well. We gotta get together. You guys gotta come down. We gotta do a live here. You guys have any questions? We can do a live together too. I try to have her come back in the room. She was in the room with me. But thanks, man. I greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome, my brother.
All right.
You're welcome.
God bless. All right. That's my good friend, Pastor Wiles. He's up in the Victorville area. If you're in the Victorville, go check him and Encouragement, Church of God in Christ. Shout out to him. And up there, if you guys check them out, I think they're in I want to say the Doubletree Hotel. If not, you can correct me, Brother Wiles, too as well. God bless. Anyone want to call in? He actually called me on my personal phone, but it still come to the same number, the 909-654-7680. That's 909-654-7680. And if you know my number personally, like he did, just call that number right now too as well. When you did you have a problem over the holidays, a dispute with your family? Was there a feud that didn't get resolved? Did you have a issue that you did resolve that it took a long time? What about that? I know my brother, he gave some key nuggets on spiritual things. And one of the things too, I heard a podcast last night, early this morning, and a brother called into this show. I listened to my brother Tommy Sotomayor. Check him out too. Shout out to him. And Myron and Fresh and those guys. But a guy called in, and early this year, he had lost his wife and kids, lost his whole family. He's a young brother. His brother. His wife got in a car accident with his kids. Everybody died in a car accident. Apparently, how he was telling the story, and he was so depressed. He's so depressed. He turned to the bottle. He accomplished suicide. He did a lot of things, and he was talking about how families was disputing with one another and things like that. And he listened to certain people, and it got him back encouragement and things like that. I say this. I bring this story up because life is short. It's precious. We have one life to live here, but we're going to live somewhere else eternity, either with the Lord or either in hell. That's why, and I say that as a man of God, to have us to know to kind of get our affairs in order with God, if you believe in God or not. But number two, while we're here, we need to be able to reconcile relationships, because people, like I said, could be here today and gone tomorrow. And you don't want to have no regrets. You don't want to be fussing, fighting, things like that. I was praying for the brother, even though I was hearing the story as he was telling it live, and I was listening to it, and it was sad to hear. And I could just imagine me losing my wife, or my children, God forbid, and things like that. And you would have to pick a person up off the floor because their world, part of their world is gone, and things like that. And so we shouldn't be feuding against one another, because if we do, then if that person get hurt or in the hospital and things like that, you wish you could have not said what you said or done what you done to them, and things like that. And we should not do that. We should not do that. And so a lot of people do that all day long, and that made me think about the family feuding. Appreciate your family. You may not see your extended brothers and sisters not as family or whatever, but the person that's close to you, the person that's close to you too, can hurt you at the same time, because they're close to you. They're close to you in proximity. They know how you think. They know how you walk. They know how you talk. Things like that. But we need to appreciate. We need to appreciate each other. We need to appreciate one another. But people don't appreciate you until you're dead and gone. And that's unfortunate. Don't appreciate people when they're gone. Appreciate them while they are here. And when you appreciate people while they are here, then you can have a better relationship with people. But people don't know how to do that. And this is another thing about this is one of the things I wanted to say about generation curses. We have generation curses that the sons all generally go to jail. The girls generally become baby mamas before wives and having their kids. Some people have to take care of their parents because their parents didn't do well for themselves or didn't put up no money, and they feel burdened by them. Don't be unburdened, like Vice President Harris say. I don't know, but we need to do better. We need to break generation curses. Like I said, I'm a generation curse breaker. Most unfortunately, and this is not my siblings or some extended family always say I use this to talk about our family name, and I say I don't. I say I use this as a testament where God brought me from to where I am now. Number one, I'm not in jail, prison, no record. Not a baby daddy, not a deadbeat daddy, not an abusive husband, things like that. That's commendable. That's honorable. Work, take care of my family. I'm not stealing from no one to do that. My wife respects me. She submit to me as unto the Lord, and things like that. Some wives don't submit to their husbands. Even the ones in the church, they don't submit to their husbands because they say, oh, I'm grown too, I got work too, I got an education too. And that's a lot of black women. No offense to you sisters out there, but that's why a lot of large of you are not married and single mothers more than wives. Only 26% of black women get married. 85% of black women have children out of wedlock. Things like that. I don't say that as a detriment. I say that as a factual statistic that we need to elevate. We need to elevate more marriages. We need it. If you want if you don't want to be married, don't have no children out of wedlock, because your children going to repeat what you did. You drinking, they drinking. You smoking, they're smoking. They're sexing, you sexing, they're sexing. You shacking, they're shacking. There's no becoming better. What's going on, Sister Demetria? Sister Vance, I'm sorry. And so we need to be better. If you guys have a question, comments, or statements, either put it in the comments. If you want to call in, 909-654-7680. That's 909-654-7680. And or come on the screen. You want to come on the screen with me, you can come on the screen too and watch as well too. So I'm looking at multiple cameras, so you won't be on one of the other cameras too as well. And so we during this holiday, like I said, a lot of people, it's a lot of things. Some people feel jingle bell, furry and joy inside. Some people are depressed and on their last leg and want to give up in life. I tell the story that the guy lost his family. He had a legitimate reason he's on the floor, but I'm shocked that, by the grace of God, he has uplifted himself. He made it to the end of the year. His family did not. And that's one of the things, me bringing it up. We can lose loved ones in our family that you probably wasn't close with, but they still a family member. And you still should show care and concern for that person as well. When you see them, you don't have to be buddy with them. Say hello. I love you, man. I love you, sister. I love you, brother. We need to do better than this. I know sometimes we may talk about ratchet stuff. We may talk about money or, the Lord and things like that. But we need to really show the Lord wants us to be family with one another. The true family is the heavenly family. However, amongst us, we need to be able to win people. If you are a believer, you are called to win a person. You're not called to sell a person. Like, I'm gonna give you this. I want you to be my friend or come to church. I want you to win a person. Hey, I'm living my life. I'm consistent. I love you. Like, I'm always here. That's what my brother Pastor Wiles was talking about. I'm here for you if you need me and things like that. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm trying to win you over to the Lord. I want you to get to know the Lord like I know the Lord, how you can be blessed even more by him. You are blessed because you are alive and you have opportunity to live for him, but you're not truly receiving the blessings until you give your life to him and commune with him. And a lot of us do not understand that. Anyone have any questions, comments, or statements? God bless. Sister, you want to come on? Brother Ralph, shout out to Brother Ralph. I want to bring somebody who will bring on. Nope. Sister Vash, you want to come on? Let's see if that works. For YouTube, you guys hit the like. You guys hit the like on Facebook. You guys hit the like and share. If you share this, if you can, I want to say the 3 things: support. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, and the 4th, if you want to hear the quadruple besides the trifecta, donate to as well. God bless you. She came on. How we doing, sister? God bless you. Anyway, we gotta do this. So,
good evening, brother. How are you?
Well, how we doing, sister? God bless you. Can you hear me?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Wonderful. Did you hear about we just have an open discussion talking about family feud right now. A lot of families are feuding. This is one of my couples. I was a relationship talk, but I just made it general tonight. I made it general to talk about family feuding over the holidays, disagreement. It could be a husband and a wife. It could be a brother and a sister, a parent and a child. A lot of people doing that where life is short. People are giving up out here. People are just letting go. People are causing trouble in the family or putting pressure on families and things like that. So I just wanted to anyone asked the question. We had one of my other brothers, Pastor Wiles, come on. So, did you have anything? All right, you can sit back and watch or whatever. But did you have anything or any questions in general? All right.
Yes, I actually do.
Okay, shoot. Go ahead.
I actually have a short story.
Okay, you're gonna have to make it short.
Well, me and my family, we are not close. Around the holidays,
Okay.
we are so divided because it's surrounded by a month's death.
Okay. Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
But as you've seen, we are Facebook friends, and as you've seen, I open up my home to people that I know that are the less fortunate to come and get a meal for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Are you there?
And with that being said, it's just so much. It's just sad. It's heartbreaking because us as family, we supposed to come together. We should be helping each other and not divided.
Well, you have a lot of people that's divided because, unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to be family. Unfortunately, our parents didn't teach us in the house growing up, and our grandparents didn't teach our parents probably, and it's just a snowball effect. And so, men don't know how to respect the women. Women don't know how to respect the men. A lot of people talk to each other or talk at each other, and don't listen to hear what they're trying to say to us, and then respond, or just tell a person, I have a problem and here's my problem with you, or things like that. Like I said, you can open up your home and help people, but people take certain help for granted too as well. And I preached on that last Sunday. I tell people, go watch that. That's on our YouTube page and our Facebook page. Being thankful but ungrateful. We tell God we thank him for things, but then we show ungratefulness to people we deal with every day. And that's the true nature. We may say we thank God with our lips, but our hearts shows ungrateful attitude, or and so keep doing what you're doing to bless people, but watch out for people that's trying to take advantage of you, or trying to be rude to you and things like that too. So as well, and things like that. And so I tell people too, your immediate household, the ones that live in your house, stay with you, that's your immediate family. Your husband, your wife, your children. Now, your brothers and sisters, those are extended family. Your mother and father, those are your extended family. You love them, you grew up with them, they raised you or whatever, but they are not your priority. Your house is first, and with the help of your home, you can help them. But I tell people, don't go around people if they're just talking nonsense or abusive, want to fight and cursing. But at the same time, we shouldn't have a huge distance. We should be able to show the love of God. But certain people don't care about God. They only care about their what they're going through right in front of them. And I tell people, if you're living for God and you talk to, or if you commune with him on a regular basis, what you go through, you can be able to stand that, and the Lord will bless you in the midst of that. And so, but a lot of people don't want that because they don't want to get their life right, or they don't want to live in obligation to the Lord. So that being said, people may think you good shoes, or think you better than them, or whatever. And it's not that. It's your guilt, the way you live from that. And so Like I said, we need to overcome these disputes because life is short. People are dying, and you don't want to have no regrets. Any questions? You have anything, sister?
Exactly. And I thank you, brother.
No.
Like I told you once before, I appreciate you creating this group.
Yes. No, yes. I greatly appreciate that. I try to have more people do more post more pictures, birthdays, anniversaries, also to invite other couples to the group too as well. I don't like to post I don't want to just me post things or things like that, but people that have questions, we pose the surveys. My goal is to promote healthy, godly couples, people that want to do better, people that want to see better, people that want to be inspired by other men and women. That's the goal. And when we do that, we can be better for each other, and we can be better together to strengthen our family. And so that's the goal. But thank you for being a part of the group. God bless your husband too as well. Tell him we said hello, and hopefully I get to speak to him soon.
I agree.
Yes, thank you, and hopefully I get to speak to him soon. I will let you go, but thank you for coming on, my sister. God bless you.
You definitely will.
Okay, take care.
No problem. And you have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye-bye. Hey man, what's going on, brother Eric? God bless you. Shout out to you, brother Dupree, my brother. God bless you, man. What's going on, man? You still oh man, I wish you was on. In any event, I was gonna bring you on camera, man. I hope you come in. But I'm gonna end this right now. Hopefully, you guys. What is it? 8:00 Pacific, 11 Eastern right now. We at the I'm at the 145 mark right now. But I thank you guys. I don't know if I don't see no comments, any questions, comments. I wanted some other people to come on. I thought my brother Alvin was going to come on. Him. God bless him and Sister Morgan, Indiana's finest. God bless Brother Ralph too as well. And God bless you guys for tuning in. Check us out in this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, here on YouTube and Facebook, where our young men will be preaching live. And hopefully you guys can tune in. If you have to watch the replay, you can. But I prefer you guys watch the live and come in the comments and share and worship the Lord with us. We want to be able to give God best. We won't. I want to be able for us to worship together. So join us tomorrow if you can. We love you. We pray that you guys have a wonderful Saturday evening. I'm about to go spend time with my family and my wife and children. God bless you. Good night and peace. Thank you for joining. Please like and share this too as well. Thank you all. Where all these people come from? Where are you guys coming from on here? God bless you guys. What are all these people come in here for? I'm trying to get off of here. You guys are coming in here now. You guys got something to say. Give it to me. We'll go into overtime a little bit. What you guys got to say? I turned the Facebook off. I turned the couples page off. What you guys got to say? You guys got something to say? Put it in the comments. I want to hear it. If you guys want to call in, you guys can call in the number. I'll give you guys a minute and see if you guys do. If not, I'm getting off here. I'm at 1 hour and 46 minutes. I'm going to give you within 4 minutes. If you guys can call in here or you guys put in something in the comments, I will stay online here. Here's the numbers. 909-654-7680. You can call in right now, or you can type a message. Let's see if you guys call in. Hit the like button too. You watching, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, turn it on. I want to talk to you. You have any question. It could be dating, relationship, marriage. It can be you want to talk ratchet, but I don't want to talk ratchet, but you want to talk ratchet. You want to talk politics. What you want to talk. I was going to go off of here, but I see these numbers jumping. What do you guys got for me? What question do you have? What question you guys have? Probably watch a nice movie tonight. Eat some. Oh man, I may eat. I don't know. I may have some cereal. I don't know. I haven't had since early this morning. Generally eat one meal a day. What you guys got? What questions? What is your questions? Why do I do this? Why do I have certain topics? What how did I meet Sister Jennifer? Why do she stay with me? What's your question? What kind of question you guys got? Why am I wearing a hat? Why do I got the American flag in the back? Why do I got Save America again? What do you guys got? Shout out to you guys. Don't forget, you guys join me in the morning, 10 a.m. for our Sunday service. Join us tomorrow for our Sunday service. I would like you to call in or call number. Put in the comments if you don't want to call in right now. Open discussion. What is your question? How do you survive in How I do surviving? Oh, what's going on, man? I was looking for you, brother. How do I survive in Cali? Well, I survive in Cali because of been living here most of my life. Used to the high taxes, overpriced homes, and things like that. Got ingratiated. So we make a lot. Our minimum wage out here, I think, is $18 an hour. I think it's $16 or $18 an hour. Amazon, they're starting you off at $20 or $21 an hour. I don't know if that's good back where you are, but that's it. Now, I personally want to go to Texas. I used to always say I wanted to go to Arizona, but I prefer living in Texas, Florida, Carolina, or I don't want to stay in Georgia too much. Too many, we got too many fruities out there. I say it like that we got the alphabet mom. And do you know, black people, that is the rainbow coalition of the world for black people. out there, if you know what I mean. Out here in California, it's the whites out here from San Francisco, but in Georgia, Atlanta, we got a lot of fruity guys out there, and things like that. We got a lot of fruity people, guys out there. And I don't know if I could be out there, me hardcore and things like that. No, sir. It'll be too tough. I want to move to Texas every year at this time. Yes, my brother. Shout out to Elder Javon. He's out there in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth area. I love him. He go to my brother. He go to brother Pastor Craig G. Lewis Fellowship, ABC. I think they call it ABC. Something council. I don't even know what it means. Yeah, Atlanta is a mess. Georgia is a mess, and things like that. I always wanted to move that because I wanted to move around black people. But then sometimes, like, I want to distance myself from black people because we cause a lot of mess with each other. It's like crabs in a barrel and things like that. But I don't know. We don't want to uplift nobody. We want to deal from each other. Some of us want to pull each other down. There's some blacks that want to help others, but the ones that we want to help, the one as we want to help others take advantage of that, and that's not good, and stuff like that. That's why people don't want to be around black people, especially when it benefits them. They don't want to go through certain things, but they want the culture. They want the rap. They want the hip hop. But they want the music. They want the basketball. They want things like that. So I tell people if that's what all they think about us as black people, then that's a problem. That's why I didn't like how Kamala Harris. That's how she only thought about us to say, I'll give you entertainment with Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion and stuff, or I will make it legal for weed. That's all you think of us as entertainment and weed? No, sir. No, sir. But that's what people do. That's what people think of you, and so I don't know. That's why, man. The only one, not even Trump can save the country. Not Trump can save the country. Jesus saved this country. Number one. Long as he's on the throne, I don't really care who's in a White House per se. It's going to happen. Things is going to happen. But I know my Lord is on the throne and things, and I have to trust in him because I'm going to see things I'm not going to like. I'm not going to hear things I'm not going to like. And we're going to have to understand that and stuff. You ain't missing nothing not smoking weed. You're not missing nothing. What keeps your we got more of it. Okay. Well, shout out to my brother Ralph. What keeps you inspired in going? What far as just my life, or far as the ministry, or far as what aspect? Everything, or just certain things in particular? While you typing that in, I just go a general thing. One will keep me going just as an individual man. I'm not even gonna go husband and father, but just as an individual man in this stage of my life, is the Lord. I always tell people, if I wasn't saved, I probably know where I would be. You can say some people say I wouldn't know where I would be. I have a thought where I would be. I would put it like that. I would probably be, I probably would be at a casino table, smoking a cigar, playing poker. I like to play cards, but playing poker, smoke a cigar, and probably have some loose women around me. That's probably my thought where I will be right there. But what keeps me going is right now, I thank God for saving me. I thank God because I wanted to know the truth. Like growing up, my dad, I always wanted to prove to my dad I can be the best. He always said, well, I always say I'm tough as nails. He would say I will eat nails for breakfast. So I wanted to get tougher than nails. But the things that I wanted to prove to him and get his approval, he really didn't do a lot of things. My dad was a lot all talk. And some of it was no show at times. And I don't say that to put my father down, God rest his soul, but he just did. I always say he underachieved for the things he said he knew and some of the things I knew he knew. He underachieved, and I wish I could have been old enough to be a friend to him in his class, as a peer, to help inspire him, even do more with his wife and kids and stuff like that. But that's what helped me keep me going, to be the best I can possibly be as a man, to maximize every effort of whatever I'm doing. Like when I did plumbing, I maximized that to try to do some things. When I was, in the streets and just not living for God, I, maximized that or whatever. Can I have done more better? Yes. Same thing with me as a man right now, taking care of my family, working. I'm living for the Lord, so I try to study more. I'm trying to praise God more. I'm trying to be led by him more. Yes, I do say dumb things. I may do dumb things, but that's part of my human element side too as well. So what keep me going is God ultimately, and the things I do. And so far as on here as a better husband, that's why I like teaching the couples in marriage. And part of these topics is for myself, to talk to myself and see anybody experience that, or me and my wife and things like that, and be the best for my kids. And that's what drives me to be the best for my family, to show impact. I wish I could have been a friend to my father to show how a marriage should be going, how it should be spending time with your kids. That motivated me, because a lot of people don't know how to be parents. A lot of people don't know how to be a husband or be a wife. And so showing someone or giving someone or helping someone be the best version of themselves, that's what I'm motivated by. And especially starting off with your individual vertical, you have to have the foundation. Our foundation we stand on is the word of God. And when we stand on the word of God, we can have a good vertical, because we standing on solid ground. And then we can be the best man or woman we can be, living our life. And then if someone is in our life as a man or woman, as a spouse, we can be the best version we can be too as well. I'll be in prison. He said I'll be in prison easy. Jesus Christ. A lot of things keep me going. This stream, I love streaming because I love talking and talking about issues and things. I'm not here to always be right. I'm here to learn things and teach things. I'm here to teach things, and I'm here to learn things, and I'm here to grow myself. And so this is one of the things that keep me going. I don't know. I know that was rambling, but hopefully you got the gist, unless you have something specific too as well. Okay, we got 2 minutes. Give it to me. Give it to me. 2 minutes. What we got? What other questions we got? Shout out to the Facebook. I'm on a Way of Life Christian Fellowship Church Facebook page too as well. You guys just go to that. But the ones that are watching for the Facebook, go to our YouTube page and subscribe. Hit the like button, you guys. Hit the like button. We want to get more subscribers. We at 669. We want to get up to 1,000. Send this to somebody. We want to get up to 1,000 as well. So, but yeah, that's my life. Hopefully you guys joining us for service in the morning. The Lord give me a word somehow to give to us. I will say mostly as far as your life. Okay, well, my life, hopefully you heard me in my life, that what keeps me going is my drive and motivation. I credit that to the Lord. Before I even knew the Lord, I had motivation and drive, because when I was working, it's very competitive. I don't know if you was on earlier when I said it's very competitive. Hey. And so motivational and things like that. So I've been very competitive and driven. And so I want to be the best. And so and that's that's considered just being motivated in my life to do whatever that's ahead of me. I'm not only I'm a masculine man, but I'm very competitive and alpha. I'm very. And I tell women, there's no such thing as alpha women, in my opinion. Alpha is just masculine. You're masculine. You're straight and direct. Certain guys are more mellow. Certain guys are laid back. And I tell my wife, I'm not a laid back guy. I'm not a mellow guy. You know, I've been around old guys that was, go getter and aggressive guys. So that kind of maybe rubbed off on me. I have an old soul for a young guy. Well, I'm a middle-aged guy now. Middle age to me, if you're 35 and up, you're middle age. Because average lifespan for a man is 70 to 80. So if you cut that in half, that's 35 to 40. I'm 45, so yeah. But that's what keeps what keeps me inspired is the Lord, to do his work, his will, to be able to win souls, to be able to motivate people, to be able to remind people, hey, time to go to church. Hey, time for prayer. Hey, time to study your word. Hey, time to come fellowship. Hey, have you talked to the Lord today? Have you talked to him all day? What did you say? Or did he say something to you? God put men of God to remind people, hey, the Lord is there waiting for you. Okay. And that's why people need to come to church. People need to have a man of God. People need to have a fellowship they belong to and things like that. You can have a local one. You can have a distance one. If Stephen Darby was alive, I probably would either be in Kentucky or he would be the pastor over me as I pastor this church. I always quote him and reverence him because the Lord used him to help shape my life, even though I never met him. Other men of God I've served, great men, but I think just like I love his teaching. That teaching can set a guy like me straight. It talked to me as a man straight. Hey, you need to do this, man. No shuck and jive. Do this. Certain guys freeze up. We have a lot of sensitive men here. And so we need to be straight as men to talk to each other as men and say, hey, brother, this is what you need to do. I know you doing this. You need some help. I got you. But other than that, you need to do this, man. You need to better yourself. You need to spend time with your woman. You need to go get your kids. You need to fight for your kids. You need to do certain things. This is what we need to do as families. Thank you for your answer, sir. No problem. Anytime. So that's about it. But how's my sister? How's my sister, brother? Tell her we said hello. Hopefully you guys tune in for church in the morning, man. Remember, we don't get so busy that you don't set aside time for God to fellowship. We want to do other things, and we need to fellowship with God. Fellowship with God and fellowshipping with the people. You may not have a permanent church home for the people that are watching that don't have one, but at the same time, you can listen to someone and be under someone spiritually until you get a permanent home. And so I wanted to say that a lot of people want to hear messages, but they don't want to be tied to the church, and you can't have it that way. If you want something from God, now you have to be something for God. You have everyone. We are the church, but we come and assemble together, and or if it's virtually as well as in person too, and things like that, and support the ministry. Give, help build it up, help promote it. This is where you get your spiritual food from. A lot of people don't want to do that at all. Hey, so all right, guys. I guess that's me. That's my cue. I said that twice. I get out of here, but I love you. I love you. I love you, brothers. I pray that you tune in with me tomorrow. God bless you, sisters. If you're watching, I would have loved some more sisters to get on and talk with me. But we pray that you guys have a great evening. And since there's no more questions in the queue, before I go in going once, going twice, sold. Thank you for joining us this hour. I'm right over the 2 hour mark. All right. But Thank you guys. Family Feuding, Open Talk. I pray that you guys enjoyed this. Please share this, send it to someone. And if you guys got any topics too, send me messages on any topics. If you guys got any topics, send me a message for any topic. So God bless you all. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening, staying over a little bit extra overtime. If nobody will have anything else, I got a time. Thank you. God bless everyone, and peace. Yeah, I know I'm a young man. I'm a middle-aged young man. Thank you.